Today's mini lesson is on reflexive verbs. And as you can see in the list on the left, we have verbs in the infinitive, and we have AR verbs like lavarse, we have ER verbs, we have IR verbs. What we're noticing that is different is that in these infinitive forms, we also have the SE ending now, the se, and that's implied in English with the oneself. The importance of reflexive verbs, as noted in the word reflexive, if you look in a mirror and you see your reflection, that's you seeing yourself. These verbs are reflexive because you are doing the action and you also receive the benefit. Consider this. If you're doing an action and your palms are facing you, like for example, brushing your teeth or washing your face, you are doing the action and you're also benefiting from the action. But if you turn your palms away from you and now you're washing the car or brushing the dog, you are no longer receiving the benefit directly to yourself. And so because of that, those are non-reflexive. So many of these verbs that we see here can be both reflexive and non-reflexive. By making it reflexive, we know that the person doing the action is also receiving the benefit of it. So as you look at the conjugated reflexive verbs on the columns, you should see for the yo form that we have what would be expected. All these verbs end in an O, present tense conjugation, with the exception of the irregular ir here. But we also notice that now we have this additional piece of me. This me is not replacing the yo. Yo me lavo, yo me baño, yo me visto. This is saying that I wash myself, I bathe myself, I dress myself. And this idea is going to be seen throughout the entire pattern. Tú te, and we have our conjugated form. Tú te lavas, tú te bañas, tú te vistes. Él e usted se, and then we have the conjugated form of the verb. Nosotros, nosotras, nos, with the conjugated form for nosotros. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes, se, and the conjugated form for the ellos, ellas, ustedes, whether it's AR, IR, or ER verbs. So, 4 easy steps to conjugating reflexive verbs. First, identify who the verb is working with, the yo, tú, él, e, usted. Next, we cut off the se ending of the verb and simplify the verb. Lavarse. We're going to get it down to just lavar. Now that's a relatively easy verb to conjugate. It's an AR verb, so we're going to conjugate for step 3 like we normally would for AR. The yo would end in an O, tú en as, él e usted a, nosotros amos, y the ellos, ellas, ustedes an. But our last step, we have to go back to that se that we removed, and now we're going to put it in front of the verb, and we have to use the appropriate form for the pronoun that we've chosen. So in my example, if I have yo, I'm going to say yo me, tú te, él e usted se, nosotros nos, ellos, ellas, ustedes se. So for lavarse, the yo form, yo me lavo, tú te lavas, él e usted se lava, all the way through the pattern. So as you're looking at these reflexive verbs in this chart, in the green we have AR verbs. You can see that the pattern would then say yo me, whatever the verb is, and it's going to end in an O. Yo me lavo. If it's an ER-IR verb, it looks exactly the same. Yo me visto. For AR verbs in the tú form, tú te lavas, tú te vistes, él se lava, él se viste. Nosotros nos lavamos, nosotros nos vestimos. Vosotros os laváis, vosotros os vestís. Ellos se lavan, ellos se visten. So this chart is really easy because we're still doing like we've done. The endings should look the same. We're just adding the additional piece of the reflexive pronoun to the verb. So here's lavarse in all of its forms, to wash oneself. Yo me lavo, tú te lavas, él se lava, nosotros nos lavamos, vosotros os laváis, ellos, ellas, ustedes se lavan. You hopefully noticed the blue has now the reflexive pronoun, otherwise the verb is conjugated appropriately. So, reflexives in the infinitive. When we have this, we see the lavarse is the original form. When we've conjugated, I say yo me lavo las manos. However, when we have more than one piece of the verb, we can either attach it to the end of the verb in the infinitive or put it before everything. Yo quiero lavarme las manos, and I've switched it to me now. because it represents myself. I want to wash myself the hands. Or I can put it in the front of the verb, yo me voy a lavar las manos. Your turn to practice. Go ahead and pause the video. Try to conjugate using the appropriate form of the pronoun with the reflexive pronoun in your conjugations. Great job. Hopefully you end up with these conjugations. Check your work and make sure that you have the right reflexive pronoun for the right conjugation of the verb. Muchas gracias.